Hello everyone and welcome to the Victory Forge. Today I'm going to be using my FlashForge Inventor 3D printer and some white PLA filament to make the Pokemon Mimikyu sitting on top of the helmet of Killa, one of the bosses from a game called Escape from Tarkov. So let's get started. I was incredibly thrilled to be asked to make this diorama, but because I had never played the game Escape from Tarkov before, I decided I should do a little bit of research into the game, and as I was trying to decide how the finished diorama was going to look, I initially printed some different items to use as potential scattered terrain, but luckily the helmet and the Pokemon fit incredibly well on the base and nicely by themselves, as some of these items didn't print as well as I was hoping for. After the printing had finished, I was able to remove the supports and was very happy with how both the helmet and the Pokemon came out. With the supports successfully removed and a little bit of tail surgery for Mimikyu, the next step is to sand the models and then smooth them even further using some UV resin to fill in all of the print lines before breaking out my brand new airbrush to give them a coat of primer and then a base coat of color. After the base coat, I was able to move on and finish all of the final details by hand. I'm very thrilled with how creepy and cute the details on the Mimikyu model came out, and with that done, I could give both Mimikyu and the helmet a coat of varnish and move on to putting together the base. After I stacked up some rocks so that the helmet and the Mimikyu sit at just the right angle, I mixed up some mud using some Mod Podge, various small rocks and sand, and some brown and black paint. I then poured my mixture over the rocks, sunk the helmet into the mud, splashed a bit so it looked like the helmet had fallen into the mud, and then I finished the diorama off with a little bit of greenery and salt baying on a dash of sand for some color and texture variation. And with that, it's time to move on to the glamour shots. I'm very happy with how this little diorama came out. It was such a fun time making something that is both in my wheelhouse and yet something that I would have never come up with on my own. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it, and we'll see you next time here on The Victory Forge.